everyone, and welcome to the end of a hot Anime North 2018. So the first question I'm going to ask is, what one thing did you do this year that you would definitely do again next year? And because I'm the person asking the question, I get the benefit of not answering it first.
Hey, look at me. Time to vamp until I get an answer out.
Hey, just bring it over here. We got an easy one for this. So, this is the first year that I did not go to the dealer's room at all, and I'm being completely honest, did not regret it the slightest bit. I spent a lot of time just wandering around the dealer's room, even around Crafter's Corner, and admittedly, Crafter's Corner is a little bit nicer because you're helping out like individual people who've made stuff. But I didn't go hardly at all. I went for 15 minutes in Crafter's Corner. Do not regret that. I've never gone to showing rooms. Now I can just add another thing to not go to. If you want to buy stuff, like, by all means, but like for me, it was the greatest thing to just like have fun and not go to the vendor's room.
So you're basically like streamlining your Anime North.
Yes. Yes, Ken. Yes, I believe I am.
All right, very good. Z, have you gotten to that answer yet?
I think so. One of the things that I did this year was, go to a lot of those analytical, kind of conceptual panels. I went to a few of those. I would definitely support those in the future. And I would have gone to more, but always so much happening.
You're always behind. There's eternal FOMO.
Oh yeah.
Anime North. The schedule is packed.
Yeah.
I would go to the hip hop and anime panel again. If it happened. Well, this was the first year.
Yep.
Which seems like when they said it, they were like, "Man, can you believe that this is only the first year of the hip hop and anime panel?" Like, it seems like it would be something that would have been happening a while before. But it was very entertaining. All three hosts were great. Just talking about their love of hip hop and anime. Hip hop artists who incorporate anime into their style and into their music, and I just felt there was like a quiet buzz to the audience the whole time.
Yeah.
And I really felt that community thing. You know that thing where a bunch of fans get together, about 50,000 of them, and you all feel.
Oh, that's when they make stuff for your podcast, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
But because there was a lot of talk about hip hop and anime, which is already those combined are kind of niche, and they're talking about Toronto a lot, like specifically Toronto artists and things like that. So it was really cool to feel that. And one of the hosts actually talked about like when you're in a room with people doing another panel, that is your tribe.
Yes. Yes.
And that was a great point, and I really liked that. It was kind of the end, and that kind of capped it off really nicely. Z, did you have anything else you want to say about the hip hop and anime panel?
I mean, I was there, and it was a very amazing panel. It was one of those. I will say this. I was expecting it to be just sort of a generic, here are a bunch of anime that have to do with hip hop kind of panel, and it was not, and it was great because it wasn't that.
Yeah, exactly. It was.
Yes.
Yeah.
Couldn't have put it better myself.
Incredible.
What else you got on your hit list, G?
Second question: what would you not do again that you did do this year?
I can jump in and steal T's answer from before. I did go a little bit into the dealer's room. I don't think I would do that again. It just doesn't seem worth it. I just didn't feel the con vibes in there. Yeah.
I'm like a little bit split on this. This year was the first year that I did 5 panels as a panelist, and that was really cool because it turns out 5 is the magic number to get comped for next year. And that part's not as interesting as I now have pre-registered for next year effectively.
That's great.
So I just like past T's, just doing future T's some favors. But what I would say is, as a result of that, I didn't go to as many of the things that I wanted to do, which is really a combination of one thing that I did this year that I wouldn't is do or go to a bunch of panels that I'm less interested in. I did panels to stretch myself, and that was cool, but I think I have a cap on how many panels that I can go to, and if I'm going to do that, then I'm going to make sure the panels that I do are ones that I'm super interested in, or the panels that I'm going to are the ones I'm super interested in. So like a combination of those two things.
Yeah, like I like the idea of picking your spots, because I went to that hip hop and anime panel, had a great time there till the end. Everybody cried at the table afterwards. I had that real energy. Then I went to another one on designing board games over at the Sheridan. Had to cross the legendary AN overpass, which we are next to right now. But I didn't. And there was nothing wrong with the panel. It was sort of interesting to me. No one was boring until there was stuff that I cared about, but I wasn't paying attention. I can't go straight from one to the other. I can't go straight for one that was really great to one that's like, hey, I could go into this. Yeah. So if you're not feeling it, like, don't worry about it. The thing that I would that I did not do that I do next year is bring shorts. I mean, I look incredible, but it's not worth the price. Not worth the price. I definitely bring shorts next year. I was cooking. I was cooking all weekend. But yeah, I mean, I'm still gonna be like a sweaty mess no matter what happens, but maybe slightly less so if I had a draft down there. Third question: what did you not do this year that you want to do next year? Do I have any takers?
I mean, I can. This is great because I can just like make throwbacks. One thing that I didn't do this year that I might plan to do next year is the same thing that I said that I would do last year and didn't do this year.
Would that be A and Idol?
Either Anime North Idol or going into the Masquerade. This could be just an example of big talk. I think last year going to this year, I said I wanted to do that and realized how much stuff I had to do in between, and that wasn't going to work. And also realizing now that A&I Idol is probably not something that I would be super good at, because like singing, oh yeah, I can do that, that's fun.
Yeah.
But maybe the part about the dancing and all the other stuff maybe. But humor, I know a thing or two about not being funny at all. No. So maybe that. I would say that maybe next year I would try to do the Masquerade.
All right.
I don't know if I'll succeed.
But you can try.
I will definitely try. Even if it's just like, I'm Todd from Pokemon Snap, going around or like Frank West from, what's that game with the zombies? Capcom made it. I'm really bad with
Can't
names.
help you.
Anyway, Frank West,
Yeah.
he's like, fantastic. A little bit of throwback there, yeah. So that's what I would say.
All right, Z.
Right. Nothing earth-shattering here. I didn't really go around the Crafter's Corner. I would definitely do that next year and, spend some time actually maybe lingering at the booths like so many people tended to do this year as I kind of wandered by and tried to peer over them on my way to various things. But yeah, I definitely carve out some time next year for Artist Alley and Crafter's Corner. Gee.
Oh, yeah. I just got it. I just got it right now.
That's amazing.
Oh.
I would rest in the middle of the day, in the middle of Saturday. Absolutely. I was wrecked
Yeah.
and continue to be so because I didn't quite get that chill time, just a couple hours, maybe go to the pool, maybe have a nap, drink some water for sure, be in an air-conditioned room. It's like that can turn around kind of experience, give you that little boost of energy towards Saturday night. But
I mean, that was effectively my Saturday because I was hanging out with SM Zelda Rules and Zeta's Eternal Photography and Rapping in the Moon cosplay, and just like it's like, should I be doing other things? I've got things scheduled, but it's like I'm just gonna be a super chill Anime North.
yeah, you do. No, hold on.
That works for me. Like not doing all this stuff, taking a break.
As long as you're having a good time, it doesn't matter if you're going to panels or doing whatever.
Yeah.
All right. Actually, Z, you went to the improv workshop. Tell me about
I
it.
need to know all the things.
You'll have to come back to me. I need to make a prepared statement.
Do we have Z's lawyer in the audience?
Anyway.
I'm sure he has a 30,000 word prepared statement.
Guessing it did not go well.
It went fine. It went fine. It was a really neat experience because they really walked you through everything. Like they started really simple with, vocal warm-ups, physical warm-ups, and then they slowly built up, improving a scene. And then it ended with a little casually open to the public, whose line is it anyway kind of style set of games. Yeah. I don't know if I would go again. I kind of think that because of this experience, I might go to something a little bit more local. But the whole reason I wanted to do the improv here rather than just, pop in somewhere in Kitchener-Waterloo or Guelph or whatever, it's because this is like a convention. You're not really going to see these people again. You kind of have shared interests already guaranteed because you're at this convention. So like, to the first point, if you make a fool of yourself, whatever. And second point, you don't have to worry about like bringing up a line from something or a reference to something, from nerd pop culture and somebody not getting it and having to like work your way around that somehow to save the scene, which was helpful.
That's cool. Fun fact, Z and I did not prearrange that beforehand. It was me asking him about the info. It was truly a surprise. Anyway.
Completely filmed live, not scripted, just edited together in funny fashion later.
And like 10 seconds when a bird comes and craps on one of our shoulders. Definitely not planned.
No.
For all you continuity fans out there, watch for that one. So last question. If you could give one piece of advice to people who are so excited by the rest of this video that they have already booked their flight to Anime North 2019, what would you tell them? The stakes are high.
Pull your jets.
The stakes are high.
Pull your jets. What? I mean, wow. I was being like, whoa, hey. Sorry, as soon as you said advice about coming to Anime North, I did a panel on convention survival, and my thoughts were very much related to like, oh, you got to do this, this, and this, and this. But that's not the kind of advice you're talking about. So how about you come back to me in a second, give me like 2 seconds to think of something.
While T thinks of some, we're going to check in with Z.
Sure. If you have already booked a flight, it's probably just printed out on a cracker. You might want to talk to people about that. But as far as the advice goes, I mean, there's the generic stuff, you know, take care of yourself, like G was saying. Having that rest, I kind of did that sort of, not by accident, but, you know, just sort of by happenstance. It wasn't planned or anything, and it felt really good to get back to the room and take a load off, have a shower in the middle of the day, and then come back out. So definitely, yeah, take that rest.
I'm going to give you a chance for a breather here. Don't worry about what you didn't do. Just, if you're going to worry about what you did that you enjoyed it. I didn't go to a bunch of panels today. I like canceled everything except the panel I had to do and the panel, and the Masquerade Awards to see our fiancés. That's convenient. Fiancés, multiple fiancés. And yesterday I canceled many number of plans that I had for seeing panels, like about YouTube, about Let's Plays, all that. And I don't regret it. And I'm not going to worry about all the stuff I missed out on, because as you said, there's a million things going on. You could be doing so many different things: video games, RPGs, getting autographs signed, any of this stuff. And if you worry about all the stuff that you didn't get to see that you could have done, then you're going to have a crappy time. So just make sure that the time you're spending, you're having a good time.
Yeah.
If you're going to a panel and you're not enjoying it, go bail on it. Nobody's going to be offended. I saw tons of that in the panels that I was at, and that's totally fine.
Yep.
Do what makes you happy at the convention. If you're cosplaying, don't be like, oh, this was crappy because this guy said a bad thing. Nope, if you're having a good time, just don't worry about it.
Yeah.
It's fine.
So mine is actually kind of building on what you two said.
Perfect.
Same.
Not planned.
That's it for the Anime North 2018 con report. Those were literally my 2 points that I had, and you guys took both of them. So wear sunscreen. Wear more sunscreen.
I can
Reapply.
Well, to that point, carry the sunscreen with you. Don't just keep it in the room. But also, like, the schedule for Anime North doesn't come up on the site for like maybe a week or so beforehand, so that's not too useful. But like T was saying, there's everything here. Yaoi and Yuri, gaming, Doll North, cosplay, LARP seems to be getting a little bit bigger and bigger every year.
Swag.
Anime, not so much generic cartoons, but like if any of those streams in particular interest you, just go with that. And then if you want to change streams midway through, totally change streams. But having that focus is pretty helpful.
Yeah. I'm gonna get, since G didn't have one, I'm just gonna say try something different.
Yeah.
This year I was like, let's take a bunch of pictures. That was fun. Try that if you want to do that. If you have a camera, if you want to do that.
Yeah.
Just try something. If you don't like it, don't do it next year. There's like a million cons in southwestern Ontario and in this part of the world. Just try something. If you don't like it, you don't have to do it next time.
I think that might actually do it for the Anime North 2018 con report from the Nickscast. Smash that like button, smash that subscribe button, get notified whenever we have a new con report. We tend to go to quite a few cons down here in Southern Ontario. So keep updated if you want to hear all our juicy thoughts on those. And thank you for watching. So we'll see you next time.